again, for us, most of the day is just coding, managing the team, doing a lot of prototyping and whatnot, which isn't exactly the most interesting stuff, but I think if you're in the hardware, if you're in the entrepreneurial space, it can be interesting to see like the Shenzhen speed and the Shenzhen lifestyle, which is pretty cool. And as in true startup nature, first one's in, last one's out. So welcome to a day in life here in Shenzhen. About to leave for our workshop. Today we're transporting our 3D printer, which is this huge box right here. Right now, and we're going to our workshop, which is our engineering focused workshop. This is where it's kind of like the Thayer workshop, where you have different machines, a lot of different stuff, really cool space. So this is essentially our design part here in Shenzhen, and we're going to take you guys on a little tour and show you guys the space. So we're here at the workshop bright and early, not incubator, and it's been a journey. You're usually the first ones here. We got a meeting today with our team in America, and it's one of the most challenging parts about running like a startup, with having your team split 12 hours away, is that staying communicated, staying in touch with each other, and being on the same page. So we just finished our weekly meeting. It's like an hour meeting. So right now we're gonna go back to engineering. We're really hitting the ground in terms of engineering and a lot of coding in terms of the next 2 weeks. So it looks like our lives are going to be very, very busy. And as entrepreneurs, innovators, and inventors, it's a really exciting time for us, as well as a very, very stressful time. So one of the big reasons why startups come to China, especially hardware startups come to China to do their prototyping, development, and whatnot, is because of low cost, and not low cost in terms of financial cost, but low cost in terms of the most important cost, which is time. Within 12 to 36 hours, you can get custom parts, custom electronics. This is stuff that you can't get from Huaqiangbei, or it's inconvenient to get to Huaqiangbei. We just order it online, and it's here within the next day. Anything from custom aluminum framing to things like little screws that we need. It's all very, very convenient. So my free time, usually in the middle of the day, with the gym once in a while. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna take you guys to the gym I go to. Yeah, you guys will see what a Chinese gym is like. So we just got done lifting. Unfortunately, I left my camera in my locker, and they use a fingerprint thing to unlock and lock it. I just couldn't figure it out. They share a building with the Mercedes-Benz dealership, so I mean you can take that for what it's worth, and it's pretty nice inside. So right now we live in Futian, which is by Huaqiangbei, which is very nice for electronic parts. But our workshop is Nanshan, which is about 45 minutes away, and we're trying to figure out a living situation, move to Nanshan, and we're in the middle of it, apartment hunting. Just got back to the factory after running some errands for our housing situation. Right now we're printing our first custom part, which is pretty huge. Yeah, so Matt, Ithas, first custom part right here.
Yep, printing the first custom part right now after our initial failure, but you know what, that's the process of engineering. So
that's just giving you guys a little look at what type of parts we're making for our big frame. I just gotta keep things on the low here, but the goal here is to start testing it out with the 3D printer we have, and then eventually take advantage of our resources that are close to us and move into like a factory, or like have this design be implemented by a factory and start getting this aluminum machine for mass production. And here in Shenzhen, we can really make that, instead of being a 1 year or a couple months, we can make that time frame and cut it down to maybe a couple weeks or even a week. So it looks like we're gonna be signing off for the night here. And again, for us, most of the day is just coding, managing the team, doing a lot of prototyping and whatnot, which isn't exactly the most interesting stuff, but I think if you're in the hardware, if you're in the entrepreneurial space, it can be interesting to see like the Shenzhen speed and the Shenzhen lifestyle, which is pretty cool. Any last thoughts for the vlog,
Any last thoughts? I don't know, man. It's been a good day. Nothing but roses, no thorns. So